Hello everyone! So on this video, I'm going to show you how to transform the Transformers Studio Series Transformers 1 Starscream. So let's start it. So first things first, we're going to remove the weapons and just keep them somewhere because they're going to be part of the transformation. Now the next step would be to pull out his head, just like so. And let's turn to the back. For the wings, we need to flip this, just like this, and then 180. And then what I'd like to do is basically just slightly softly tap them in place like this. And of course, do the same with the other one. So do this, rotate, and then softly tab it there. Now, the next step would be this, to untab this, just like so. Just do that, and do the same for the other one. Oh, sorry, that's not supposed to happen, so just put it back in. Just rotate this slightly. So like that. Now next for the torso, we're basically going to detach his torso and then lift this up. Now what we're going to do, this is quite a complicated process. So once we're in this situation or configuration, we need to untab this first. Untab the nose of the jet. Now what I'd like to do, because our goal here is for this part to be all the way up here. You can detach it like this and then just pull. It's difficult to pull on this situation or in this configuration. What usually happens is this detaches itself from the hinge. So in order to avoid that, what I'd like to do is immediately tab this in. So there are two tabs here for these two slots. So just tab it in place. Now we can slowly pull this down and then we can freely pull that hinge there. So we can tab this like this. It's not going to tab in completely because it's facing down, but once we place it upright, it can now tab properly. So that's the tip on how to do this part properly. Now, it doesn't show on the instructions, but what I'd like to do is I'd like to align this first so that these tabs are inside. So the positions of the reds are not important at this point. But what's important is that when I pull this down, these two tabs will go to those slots here. So basically, once I pull this down, it should fit perfectly. So that should be good. Now, we can flip this like this, the red parts, just to get it out of the way while we're doing the lower part of the jet. So while we're here, untap this or unflip this, and then the instructions say to just to do this for now, do this and this before you tab it in. So I guess that's better. I'm going to try this for the first time on this video. Now we're going to bend this so that these two tabs on his like butt will go to those slots inside his legs. So just fold those in and then just push here. If you've aligned them properly, which I don't think I have, they should click in. Oh, there. You've heard the click on the left one. Now for the right. I can't tab it in for some reason. Although the tabbing is not... Oh, there. Finally, yes. Now, sorry, I detached the legs apart so you can peg them together again once you've locked them in. Now, once we're done here, the heel spurs, we're going to fold this so that this tab here will go to this slot. So, let's do that and do the same for the other one. Now, for the feet or the toes, we're just going to flip them forward until it softly tabs right there. Now, I think it's better if I do this. For the arms, move them aside for now. And then these two flaps, these tabs should go to this slot. So once you close that in, that should lock in place or softly tab, and then do the same for the other one. So this one locks in properly on my copy, but this one doesn't really want to tab in. But anyway, now the hands, these two pegs right here inside the forearms will go to this small slots there. So just, oh, it might be better in this position. So just, it's not. So just try tab that in. It's not tabbing in for some reason. So there, finally, I was able to tab it in. Now I'll do the same with the other one. So this one, you need to hold this in on my copy because it's kind of loose, but it slides in perfectly and easily. Now this is the interesting part in my opinion. So for the shoulder pads, put them here and then twist them like this. And do the same with the other one. Now be careful. On my end, this is really tight, so I need to be careful. There. Now this is where the blue weapon comes in. Now this will tab in here. Wait. Just like this. How do I tab this in? Wait. I forgot how to tab it in. Oh, there. So there. Just like that. Now we're basically going to combine these two. So be careful. This is a tight spot. So that little nudge there will go in between those two. And then once you've put them in, it will lock itself in place. So that's a pretty nice weapon integration. I really like it. It's like it's really part of the transformation. Now the next part, the wings, we're going to tab this in, just like so. Do the same with the other one, tab it in. Now for the red ones, this red things, there are tabs right there will go to this slot. So you can just simply align them and they will automatically tab in. Do the same with the other one. Now the wings, careful, just unflap them and then angle them a little bit downwards. I guess that's how Cybertron jets are shown. Now we're almost done, but we just need to incorporate the other weapon, which will go on top of the jet mode. So pretty cool. So here we have Starscream and its jet mode. Now let's transform Starscream back to his robot mode. So first, remove the weapon, unflap the wings, detach the red. Now let's go to the back or underneath. So basically untab these two, remove the gun, flip, and then angle it downwards, flip. Oh, my copy would get removed because this is tight. And then angle downwards. Now the arms, detach the arms, attach the arms, untab these, untab, and then unflip the feet, untab the heel spurs, basically untab this entire thing. So just pull it from the knees and then you can easily untab them individually. Now align them properly and then close this back in. Now once we're here, all we need to do is untab this. Now what I'd like to do is untab this first, untab it here, and then flip it back in like that, and then push it upwards and then fold this in. Now once we fold this in, this should be in sync with detaching this top part. Now we're basically, now this is a difficult part, going to like Make sure it untabs properly. Just a sec. Hmm. So this should... How did I do it earlier? So untab, untab, there. So it should fold nicely so that you can put the chest piece back in place properly. Pull down his head. Now we're basically just going to fix the back part. So this one, align it like this. Sorry, like that. Do the same with the other one. Align it like that. Now we can close this out. Then flip the red so that it locks it in place just like that. Do the same with the other one. Now for the wings, untab it, flip 180, and then flip it sideways or that way so that it faces forward. Do the same with the other one, flip 180, and then flip so that it faces upwards or frontwards. Now we have Starscream back in its robot mode. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.